Hello, I'm Dr. Andrew Allen of Georgia College, and those were the Symphonic Band etudes for 2019-2020 for Georgia All-State. Now, just a couple of thoughts that I have on these that might make your job a little bit easier as you prepare for these auditions. Number one, let's take a look at molto espressivo, the slow portion of this etude. What does molto espressivo mean? Very expressive. So anything that you can do to make this more emotional, more expressive, you need to do. One of the biggest things that I would recommend is make sure that you're doing all the dynamics on the page, all the time. A lot of people will begin practicing technique and they'll get the notes and rhythms and then they'll add the dynamics in later. And if you do that, it'll never quite sound right. So from the very beginning, always make sure that you're adding in the dynamics from the get-go. They become just as natural as playing right notes and right rhythms, playing right dynamics. Also, don't be afraid to go pretty far. The kind of playing we need to do for these etudes, the kind of solo playing that we need to do is very different from how you might play in band. You can make a small change in band, but because there's so many people, it sounds like a big change. But you're playing by yourself, you need to make lots and lots and lots of contrast every opportunity that you have. Another opportunity for playing expressively is using vibrato. Now, if you don't know how to do vibrato, I do have another video on this, so just scroll all the way down on my YouTube page and you'll find it's from many years ago, but I still stand by it. And obviously you need to play with the most beautiful sound that you can. I have another YouTube video that you can check out on that, but just make sure that you're using a nice warm air stream throughout it. Every time you play anything, lots of nice warm air. Couple little fingering suggestions just on the slow portion of the etude. In measure 7, some people may be inclined to use an alternate F sharp through there. I find that to be more trouble than it's worth. I just flip from a normal F sharp fingering to a normal E sharp or F fingering back and forth. Also, the very, very last eighth in measure 7, I use a side A sharp. If you're using 1 and 1, that's not going to work. Bis could possibly work there, but then you have to slide off. Just make sure you're using that side key. In terms of the faster portion of this etude, what do you see at the top? You see presto, leggerio. Leggerio means light. Plays this very lightly as much as you can, and I know it's very fast and there are lots and lots and lots of notes, but just try to stay relaxed and try to make sure that no matter what tempo you're practicing it at any given time, that it is relaxed. Make sure that you're working with the metronome, make sure that you're practicing very small chunks, very slow, and then gradually build them back up. So I hope those couple words of advice help you quite a bit. Please feel free to email me, andrew.allen@gcsu.edu, or get a hold of me through my website, allensax.com. For everyone watching this video, I'd love to invite you for a free lesson to Milledgeville. But until then, best of luck, and I hope to see you soon.